Back with Mike. Yedidim. Did I say that right?
You certainly did.
I don't trust my Hebrew. I never trusted my Haftorah, so.
It's about time.
I looked out at the other day. I drove by where my synagogue was, where I was bar mitzvah. It's a vacant lot. What does that tell you?
That you should go back and rebuild it. Rebuild it, yeah. You remember? Do you remember your Haftarah?
No, not actually. But I remember the shul.
The shul.
And now it's a vacant lot. I don't get it. Well, actually, I do.
You know,
I wanted to make sure I didn't return.
The first theater I ever performed at, I was 3 years old in New York, in Manhattan. It was on Houston Street, 2nd Avenue in Houston. It was the National Theater. And it's a vacant lot because I was 3 and I walked up on stage. My father was singing, and I just walked out there, and it was Christmas time. And his friends wanted to play a trick on him, so they put a beard on me and a high hat, a top hat, and they pushed me out there. And I walked out, and my father was singing, and he stopped singing, and he saw this little kid. He said, "What do you want? Who are you?" I said, "I'm Santa Claus." He said, "Santa Claus? What are you doing here?" I said, "I want to sing." "You want to sing? Go ahead, sing." I sang one of my father's songs.
Wow!
And the roof caved in. You know, it was amazing. Since then, I'm celebrating 60 years in show business.
Right, it's amazing.
Yeah, I'll be doing a tour in Israel starting in October.
And it's amazing now with the impact of how the impact of the Yiddish language was on stars like yourself. Like Walter Matthau did the same thing, I think. You walked on stage, said a few Yiddish words.
Yeah.
That's it.
There were many, stars that started out. I think Walter Matthau once told my mother that he sold candy in Brooklyn at the Yiddish Theater. He was a candy salesman.
Amazing. Wonderful. Let's talk about this organization that deals with young people, children. Right. And touches those who have, many of them, recent immigrants. I'm not sure about the word recent, but anyway, the immigrant aspect of life, social life, is a key part of the challenges. Tell us about the challenges.
Right. Yedidim is an organization that's been around for over 20 years, and we service over 6,000 youth at risk in Israel every year, in over 150 communities, and they're mostly in the outlying communities. And the majority are immigrants from immigrant families whose families have not integrated into Israeli society properly for one reason or another. They come from the former Soviet Union, from Ethiopia, from North Africa, all kinds of places. And the children after school are not really cared for. And so Yedidim means friends. And about 7 years ago, I was approached to help establish an American Friends of Yedidim, which we now have. It's a non-for-profit, and I'm the president. And I said, "What do I have to do?" They said, "Nothing, we just want your name."
Are you the president, or is your wife the president?
No, I'm the president. She is vice president. And what we do in Israel is very important because these kids otherwise would be out in the streets. And we have Batei Yedidim, Beit Yedidim, which are drop-in centers around the country where these young people come after school. And it's all volunteer. And their mentors help them with homework, and we have different programs, after-school programs, so they're not just wasting away in the streets. We have several important programs with male and female youth at risk. Many of these young kids, males especially, get into crime because if they're left alone, they get into crime, and if they have criminal records, they can't serve in Tzahal, in the IDF. We have a program where we take them in, we mentor them for about a year, and if they pass our program, we have an arrangement with the Ministry of Justice where we wipe out their criminal record, and then they can serve. It's a wonderful program, and I got involved because the youth of Israel is the future. If we lose the youth, we have no future.
We continue our conversation, topic Yedidim, and doing good. But first, these messages.